Attention all podcasts of the Solar Federation. We have assumed control. We have assumed control. We have assumed control.
The Intergalactic Boom Box.
Yesterday, I ate a clock. It was very time-consuming, especially when I went back for seconds.
Not bad. Do you know which pronouns chocolate uses?
What?
Her, she.
I don't get why Marvel doesn't use the Hulk to advertise more.
The Hulk?
Yeah, Hulk.
You mean the Hulk?
That's what I said, Hulk. I don't get why Marvel doesn't use the...
Pronounce the H, man.
Hulk to advertise more.
I don't know.
He's basically one big banner.
Okay, what do you call a wizard who's really bad at football?
I know this one. Fumbledore.
Touchdown!
Welcome to the Intergalactic Boom Box, now in Sriracha Mint flavor. I'm Kyle Hebert, a voice actor who's trying to convince you that I'm on a spaceship inhabited by different kooky characters and not merely talking to myself because I have way too much time on my hands.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Shiggles. Come on in, man. What's up?
Can I just say, it's a royal bummer about cool, famous people dying.
Sounds like you just did. But yeah, just this week alone, man, we lost Sark from the original Tron, Evil from Time Bandits, Jack the Ripper from Time After Time, David Warner, good old Paulie, Paul Sorvino from Goodfellas, and golly Wally, G. Beef, Tony Dow.
Oh, right. He's that one bloke from Leave It to Beaver.
If that were a thing, I'd be calling upon cancel culture to intervene just on principle. Hey, Gitz, who's our sponsors this week?
The Micro USB Rage Quit Society.
Fancy.
I totally get it. Every time you try to plug in micro USB cables, it's always the wrong way on your first try.
Every time, seriously. Yay for USB-C. Okay, who else?
We got the Bloomington, Indiana Candle Farts Club.
Do candles fart?
Well, no, but if you fart while holding a candle behind you, it makes for a really unique light show.
Oh, you heard about this on the Fun Fact Friday podcast. The subject was candles, but the one fact that really stuck out was candle farts.
Yes, it was totally inspirational. Now, candle fart clubs are popping up all over the place.
I will pretend that's a thing. It's time to give a tip of the hat to this week's Sat Cats. These are awesome peeps who supported the show by sending custom micropayments through a Podcasting 2.0 app from newpodcastapps.com. Hobbit Nuts gave 500 sats and says, Stoner aliens for the win.
Hey, that's very offensive. We're not stoners. We're just super chill.
Yeah, that's what we're going with. But we are aliens. If this were video, you could totally see our tentacles waving in your general direction.
Okay, settle down. Pocket Parlay, 400 sats. He says, mad props to the amount of work you put into this show. So happy to have you on my playlist now. Hey, thank you, bud. Zyka Boy says, being a dad, I can say with authority, go to bed. Anonymous says, boosty boosty.
Boost.
Crazy Shaft, keep it up, guys. I Am Case says, hello from Brazil. Another Anonymous says, fire.
Yeah.
The Dude, fun listen. Check it out. John says, value back, buddy. Zeppelin, namaste. Lucas, you have a good show. Lyceum gave 1,776 sats. How very patriotic. How about a Mr. A superhero movie by Steve Ditko? What is your favorite hot dog? As a cat person. Liberty Boost. Go podcasting. Okay. Martin Lindeskog is the co-host. That's Lyceum there. The co-host of the Secular Foxhole podcast. There's your plug. Chandler Bingcoin says, this is for the Al Capella Symphony Orchestra. Hey-oh! Great.
The question of the week.
Do you go to Comic Cons, anime cons, pop culture cons, gaming cons? What's your favorite thing to do there? Go broke in the exhibit hall, guest panels, getting autographs, cosplay, paying way too much for bland convention center food? Barney Schaefer, formerly from Sheboygan, Wisconsin, but now in Brookfield, he says, my favorite part of a con is meeting actors and friends and buying anime DVDs. Brad says, I like buying something special I can take back with me as a reminder of the moment. Sometimes it's fan art. Other times it's merch. I treasure a printout of a photo with me and John Hurt from a Doctor Who convention. Nice. Cupcake says, honestly, my favorite thing to do at cons is just walk around and talk to people. Panels are fun, but I have more fun just hanging out and seeing people, talking with friends, hanging around Artist Alley, etc. Jamie Tester says, I'd say my top 3 things to do are Dealers Hall / Artist Alley, meetups, and guests. I used to be big on panels, but these days I'm very picky about them. KJ Ridley, I'd like to meet guests and see what's there to purchase. After all, there's always a good chance of finding merch at good prices. Yes, KJ, especially on Sunday. Mother Cat AO3 says panels 100%.
New question.
Why is Gamora? Nah, I'm just kidding. What is your biggest pet peeve? People who chew with their mouths open? Slow drivers? Those stickers along the top and bottom of Blu-ray cases, or back in the day, CDs. One of my biggest pet peeves, when you check out at the grocery store and there are a dozen registers, but only one is open, or only one of two entrances are open at night. I'm sure there's logic behind that, but I don't have to like it. So what is your biggest pet peeve? Send a Boostagram so I can read your message.
Boost.
Plus, you'll be supporting the show. Easiest way is to download the free Fountain podcast player app from fountain.fm. You get paid to listen to podcasts, take a little of your earnings and give it back to the shows, whatever amount you feel it's worth. The concept is called value for value. And Fountain is not the only one. You can snag any Podcasting 2.0 app for free from newpodcastapps.com, or at me with your reply for your biggest pet peeve at BoomboxPod on Twitter. San Diego Comic-Con's Hall H, the H standing for Holy Feige, was on their feet as the next 307 Marvel films were announced. Sneak peeks as well for the next excursions into the MCU, but hey, why stop with Phase 4? CEO Kevin Feige's PowerPoint presentation was overflowing with multiverse superhero goodness, and even all the slots weren't filled yet on Phase 6. Oh, man. Yes, Karen.
Excuse me. Since when did Marvel do a Ninja Turtles crossover?
Ninja Turtle? What are you talking about?
Hello, Avengers Krang Dynasty?
It's Kang. Kang. It's a villain first introduced in Loki Season 1.
Fine. Is She-Hulk attorney at law only representing people with superpowers? Because that's discrimination.
Wow.
Secret Wars, Secret Invasion. It's not a secret if they reveal it. Duh.
I guess you have a point.
Speaking of points, sharp points, Mr. Man. Blade. I'm cautiously optimistic. It better not have another villain that wants to turn everyone into vampires.
Okay.
Because, hello, if everybody's a vampire, then there's no one to feed on.
Look, Karen, you gotta stop making sense.
Is Daredevil gonna face off with She-Hulk in court?
I'd watch that.
And Captain America, New World Order.
Shh, Karen, not so loud. Conspiracy will hear you.
Hang up on that harpy.
Oh, no, you didn't.
They're not even trying to hide the Great Reset.
Come on.
I'll reset you.
Master of Puppets, they're pulling our strings.
String cheese, maybe.
I'm just gonna push this magic button here, dropping a cone of silence on top of them both. Let them fight. Is Nope any good? Yep. Very good, in fact. Director Jordan Peele's on a roll. 3 for 3, if you ask me. Some people are labeling this as a horror movie, and there are horror elements, to be sure, but I'd say suspense is a more accurate description. But having a threat from the skies definitely checks the sci-fi mark, and there's a lot of edge-of-your-seat fun with some very effective comedic moments sprinkled in. It's a little on the slow side at first, but the cast is excellent, so yay for character building, you know? And when things kick in, they really kick in. Artist Adam Ellis tweeted, I know this is a hot take, but at what point do we declare Jordan Peele the best horror director of all time? Can you think of another horror director that had 3 great films, let alone 3 in a row? I can't. Jordan Peele responded with, Sir, please put the phone down. I beg you. Sorry. I love your enthusiasm, but I will just not tolerate any John Carpenter slander. Well, the beautiful thing about great directors is they all have their own unique visions, right? You're never going to confuse Martin Scorsese with Stanley Kubrick. Nope is time well spent in the theater. Don't wait for streaming. It's well structured with some symbolism for good measure and a good spark for internet debates with the interpretations and all that. So Nope is pretty dope.
Is here.
He's here, everybody. It's Propaganda.
Lyle, good morning.
Good morning. Morning. And it's Kyle.
Whatever.
Why are you holding a Mr. Microphone? That's a nice tech throwback there.
Nonsense, Lyle. This is not technology throw-up. I wish for to sing Metallica. Because it's good move to connect with the kids.
Yeah.
Everybody watches Stranger Danger.
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
Thinks, yeah.
In that scene with Eddie
Munson?
it takes me back to 1986.
Oh, yeah, me too, man. I was a big Metallica fan all the way back to the early 80s when I was in high school. I bought that album the day it came out on vinyl. And I remember all my fellow band geek and drumline friends all talking about how awesome it was.
That's great, Lyle.
Right?
But no one asks.
Oh.
No one asks.
Well, do you need a little accompaniment from the A Cappella Symphony Orchestra?
Well, actually... Yet, I will afford to do Steve Aoki version.
Steve Aoki? Karaoke.
All with Self of Mine.
Great.
I don't know this Carrie, but she sounds okay.
Now Papaganda's doing dad jokes.
Master of Muppets, I'm pulling strings.
It's puppets.
Twisting mind and smashing dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Blinded by me, you can't see a thing.
Nope.
Just call my name, cause I'll hear you scream.
Screamk?
Master!
Okay, that's great.
Master!
Master! Papaganda, you can stop now.
Master!
Seriously.
Master!
Please.
From my top secret bunker in Pahrump, Nevada, Conspiracy here with all the news you can't use. I could use a drink. Anyway, page 1. First, the Mexican pizza made an Irish goodbye earlier this year at Taco Bell. Now more popular food products are skedaddling when you least expect it. Klondike will discontinue Choco Tacos. For nearly 4 decades, this creative interpretation of a chocolate-covered vanilla ice cream waffle cone has been tinkling our taste buds with reckless abandon. Klondike claims that their product line's going through unprecedented demand, thus the shift in priorities. But fear not, dear listener. There's still plenty of things left to make you fat.
Hey, Ken, no fat shaming on the podcast, man. My big gut won't stand for it.
Herbert, what is your major malfunction? Are you woke?
I'm broke. Does that count?
You're the kind of guy who should be stuck in a middle seat on a plane so I can give you the side eye while I steal the armrest and then promptly elbow you in the throat. You're as unnecessary as a Toy Story spinoff. Page 2. In the People Will Pay for Anything, and I do mean anything department, a blogger from Denmark, Fie Laursen, has been raking in cash from selling pictures of her pregnant belly on OnlyFans, even after giving birth. Thankfully, there are no pics of that. In a move that's either insane or genius, Laursen stockpiled photos of her baby bump to post for the rest of the year, adding to the over 1,500 of her bun-in-the-oven modeling. Hey, Herbert, you said you were broke. Make an OnlyFans account so you can post pictures of your fat belly. Make a nice side hustle.
That's not how the Force works.
Speaking of work, get a job, hippie.
I'm bald.
Hardy frickin' hard. Page 3. The skies at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas.
Please stop singing.
Stop talking. And in this case, parts of Oklahoma and Louisiana, too. Over 200 sightings of a streak of bright light. Some even heard a sonic boom. Oh, sure, the American Meteor Society stepped in and said it's probably just a meteor, since meteors are what they're all about at the Meteor Society. Dear governments of the world, I'm on to you. Sincerely, me. Aliens are infiltrating our population.
They've been on this podcast since episode 1.
They're killing off cool, famous people and removing Choco Tacos at a time we need the most. It's like some sort of sick, twisted Fonzie scheme.
Hey, you mean Ponzi scheme. So, Ken, you think aliens are here to, rip us off?
You bet your big bald head. These interstellar menaces will take our money, our Choco Tacos, and turn us all into food. Or even worse, batteries.
You've been watching The Matrix again.
Maybe you're not so dense after all. That's the best documentary of all time. And I'm spent. That's all the news you can't use. Conspiracy here from my dump in Pahrump.
Aw, look at the time.
The Intergalactic Boom Box may cause bloating, cramps, and a scorching case of existential dread. The show is filmed in front of a shoehorn convention. Guests stay in a constant state of confusion.
Remember, kids, the journey to enlightenment doesn't end when you graduate. It is only just beginning. Learning is a lifelong process, just like student loan debt. Till next time, dodles.